Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. TCM versus Infused. We are in the lower bracket. Big match here. Basically, 3 matches left in the lower bracket. This match, the winner of the other match is going on concurrently. And then the lower bracket finals. Big jump in by Zeb, who are watching. He gets a kill on Dunc. Not very lucky for them. And I do not have my binds going on for the streaming here, but we'll just deal with it, and I'll just do camera like I normally do. Kaidus trying to come back in here and stop this capture. I am your host, eXtine, right now. Admirable here with me as well. Admirable, how are you doing?
I finally connected to the server. It's like a dream come true. I'm sitting here with eXtine, casted TF2.
I know, elbow to elbow.
I can reach out and touch him.
Well, feel the, rub the burns, get some power for this cast. Not like you need it, but you know, there we go.
You can't see it on the stream, but I just touched eXtine's sideburns.
Oh, man. So this is quite an important match. This is a knockout. TCM has already survived 1 knockout match, a match against Nitros that was a lot closer than they would have liked. Ooh, and Cookye Numlocked combining for some kills here.
Big plays. Dodge finishes them off with the shotgun. That's Finn on Finn right there. Down takes down Hocz. Cookye gets the last frag for TCM. Byte has just respawned. I think he was first to die, or did he actually escape?
He escaped. He does have 61% Uber, so at least he's able to get out of there. The rest of his team went down, and Infused standing tall.
Wow, just getting used to this LAN setup. This is crazy. I need my config, but I have found the action. It looks like it's going to be Infused pushing ahead to cap this point. That is Cookye with the cap. And where are the rest of his team? They've Ubering in from the right side now. It's a standard push here. They're coming in from that roller door, doing big damage to get the first pick. Zebo's down, but they're not doing enough damage to Byte now. He's still in the game. He pops off that Uber. He's going to be able to hold this for TCM. Infused now backing off, trying to regroup here. They're going to get those heals and try and repush, I hope, without Uber. Otherwise, it's going to get very boring next time. But right now, they're trying to probe that left entrance on the attacking perspective, but they just can't find the opportunity they need to get a pick. Somebody's just going to go for it, though. They're sending in 2 on the right. eXtine, this is getting crazy. Players on the point. I don't know what's happening.
Well, it was a good call to try and push off Uber. I guess it was Darn started things off, but then Hat and Numlocked also went in, so maybe Darn just made the call. He's a very enthusiastic player, trying to lead his team to victory. Hopefully they can make it through.
Yeah, we don't want to see 2 North American teams in the final. That would just break my heart, eXtine. I can't believe just how hard they have been hitting the Euros.
Yeah.
2 5-0 rolls. What's that about, man?
Some of them are kind of shell-shocked. I know some of the Epsilon guys, I had the opportunity to speak with Gear, and he was definitely a little bit shocked or just kind of blown away by how it went down, and you know, a little disappointed. You know, one of the teams is going to have an opportunity to face off against whichever American team loses in the upper bracket finals, so that's going to be a huge match. And that's what these Europeans are playing for right now. It's kind of reset. TCM versus Infused right now, Epsilon versus Quarantine, the other game, and then these winners are facing off, and then they're fighting against the Americans.
Ubers get traded here back in the game. Infused trying to come in from that left side. They've traded Ubers. That's exactly what they're doing. Take that Uber out of the equation. Now they want to push, but they've already lost Darn. He's overextended. Cookye goes down as well. 3 down now. TCM cleaning up. kaidus coming tops here. Hocz onto Numlocked. This is looking good. Only Dunc remains. He's running. He's left his team 12% on that Uber bank. Byte's already streaming ahead of him, but he's got Hat there to help him out. Hat has got his back. Nice play from the pocket soldier of Infused there.
Yeah, Rebeli getting pretty aggressive, trying to find Dunc, but scared away by Hat. And Infused just trying to set up shop here on the second point. Bybben on top of the fence. Nice spot there to watch the window. That does seem to be where TCM is interested in coming from.
Yeah, Infused playing very defensively. They're in that lobby because they know if they come out any farther, they're very much in danger of getting flanked. You're not in the lobby, you know, you're really exposed. It's important that they play this positional game, especially with that Uber disadvantage, but actually it's 100% versus 100% right now. Infused are coming out to block because TCM are putting time in that cap point. Ubers are traded, but it's what happens afterwards, eXtine. That's where the money gets made. The victories, and bomb in here from Hat. He just goes slightly forward, though he's not going to overextend. They've already lost Darn again. Every push seems to be Darn is dying first. He's just not in sync with his team.
Yeah, the last push, he tried to come out the window and then just got taken out by a nice trap by kaidus.
Giving away free picks here, eXtine.
Yeah,
if I was TCM, I'm just like, don't do anything great for Darn. Mess up his level, but
yeah. Probably is going to work off for him. Right now, Bybben, Cookye, some of the other players, actually, it's pretty much everybody from Infused working together to get some frags. Just going to be kaidus and Zebbosai remaining up.
Yeah, Byte goes down again. Look at Zebo, though. He's hiding here at the grass. Hiding behind the crates between the tree. He's waiting for... Oh, he gets spotted instantly. Cookye. Oh, that's Bybben, actually, checking those sneaky spots. And Zebo is down. He's a big sort of tempo changer for TCM. Quite often the guy that gets the picks changes the flow of the game. But this time he has been read perfectly by the man from Sweden, Bybben. His fellow Swede, actually. There you go. A bit more of a compatriot action. And Infused, they cap the point, and they're just working their way slowly into the lobby here. They know they have this big Uber advantage. That's at least, you know, 20 seconds of time that they have to just make sure this push is successful. They don't want to rush into it. They don't even need to go for Byte here. They can just kill everybody else. They don't have to focus the medic. All they need to do as much damage as possible. They have Ubered in here. The soldier gets launched away. They just haven't done enough damage with this so far. They're going to have to back off. They're committing to it though, but Rebeli is cleaning up. That minigun doing sick damage. Only Numlocked remains, and I think Infused should have just read that that was a bad push and backed out a little bit eXtine, but they committed to it. Numlocked might go used though. He's on the medic, but he gets uber-sawed by his mentor.
Yeah, we just saw a flash of that, but Byte, Uber saws are always huge to hit. It helps them get to the 100%. And now they're taking 2 with ease, and they're actually going to be in great position to push into middle as well. Especially without that Demo Man, you can't set sticky traps. You can't slow the game down. Demo Man's such a powerful class. And here comes out of the kitchen. That's the side rim. Good shot right onto Byte. That takes him down to 75 health. He pops the Uber. hymzi comes in, finishes off Bybben. 2 down for Infused.
Yeah, Dunc got that Uber pop off. That was nice. Actually making something happen. Like a worthy way to die there to get that Uber force. But Bybben, sort of unnecessary. He had to just throw his life on the line there. But that might mean that Infused are going to have trouble to block this. They almost have Uber though, 90%, but I don't think it's going to be up in time. They're going to have to go back. Maybe wait for TCM to come into that lobby area before they push out, but they are definitely going to be wanting to push out. Infused, one of the most aggressive teams in Europe, and I guess Europeans are always known for not using those advantages. DJC would tell me that Europeans are terrible, but it looks like right now they're actually going to push out eXtine.
Yeah, maybe. You know, defensively, if you have an advantage, it's tough to use it sometimes. You have to have a pick advantage and an Uber advantage. If it's, you know, this slight Uber advantage that they have, it's a good reason to be careful here. Good reason to not push out. Just let Numlocked set up his traps and get ready to go.
So it's up to TCM here, really. Infused are planning on TCM making some errors that their push just won't be effective. They want them to push and fail, and if they have enough players up or if they've done enough damage, they'll try and go for that repush. But TCM are very wise for the game. They're going to go in with a scout here, using the speed of the scout to close the distance to get the force off, but the medic gets launched away. Byte might escape here. He does get out, and now they're going to heal up and try and repush, I think, eXtine.
Yeah, I was trying to find Byte's perspective there real quick, because he went flying from that. Getting disconnected from your teammates, no good when you're trying to keep them invulnerable with that healing beam.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky point to push. Quite commonly in Europe, especially from Infused, we do see that scout Uber. Just because you can get in, you can sort of avoid getting juggled a little bit. You can get the damage done, get the force, and get out. But with this heavy weapons guy, it's just tough to push. You really need to... They're looking for an error here. You just want Infused sort of, or TCM maybe to lose a player, or Infused lose a player. And that'll be the advantage they need, just the catalyst they need to get the ball rolling. But right now it's just a stalemate, and like, this is, I suppose, one of the great things about TF2, that it paces itself automatically through the Uber charges. You get these lulls in action and then these intense battles. And right now they're trying to find the angle. They've got a sniper as well. Check this out, it's hymzi for TCM. He's actually staring at the wall right now, but now he's going to move over to the left side. And he's looking for that pick. He's trying to find a head, but I think he's been called because Dunc is securely tucked away in that corner.
Yeah, he wanted to find him.
He keeps speaking. He wants to go for it. Wow. He's just going to walk in, tries to hero it, but hymzi. That's not going to work, bro.
Yeah, only so much you can do as sniper, especially after you get spotted. Dunc keeping his head down, and that's pretty much the best way to deal with a sniper is stay out of view.
Hide. And right now, Infused, they're just happy. You see, this is sort of like the mind games. Byte knows exactly what Infused are doing. They're going to just hold until TCM sort of cock it up. But TCM aren't going to sacrifice too many players. They can like send in 1 guy, 2 guy, and even with only 4 people up, they can still hold comfortably. They're going to try and force the Uber, you know, like sacrifice a player. to create that Uber advantage. But with the stalemate right now, oh, they've come in on the left while I'm talking here, eXtine, and they're already pushing in. The Ubers have been traded, but Byte is not close to that door. He might be able to get out this time. He does back off. Nobody chases him down. There's a back cap on at the same time. It's all going off, eXtine.
Yeah, that was a really good back cap. It was a very interesting push from TCM, and I thought that that was going to work out well for him. Basically, what they did was they sent 2 scouts and the medic down the left-hand side. Kaidus getting a good pick there on Darn. And then Kaidus and I believe that was Hocz were just waiting. They were just waiting for the scouts to make something happen, and then they were going to follow up. The scouts, unfortunately, not able to find a great target to work through. So,
yeah, if you sort of an opportunity to push out there, it was pretty slim, but there was really a timer on it, you know, because the spawns are coming in so much faster for TCM. And now TCM are just going to go with that one-man advantage. They're in here, non-Uber push. This is beautiful. 2 down, 3 down for Infused. TCM looking strong right now. They're going to get the frags before they make a play for the point, but they are cleaning house. This is going to be a TCM round.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good push. Basically started by Zebbosai. He didn't get a whole lot of damage done, but sometimes as a roamer, you just got to get in there and mix things up, make things a little crazy, and then the rest of your team will just follow up with that and do the rest of the work.
Yeah, it was real change in gears there from TCM. You know, they've been playing this slow game, trying to just work out a small advantage, you know, sacrifice a player here or there, but then they just went for a man. They saw the opportunity. They smelled the blood in the water. They were in there like the sharks that they are, and it's 1-0 to TCM, and we're back onto another middle, and it's aggression from TCM again, actually. Oh, Zebo bombs in, but he gets beasted by Hat. Domination for Hat onto Zebbosai. He is not having a good game so far.
Yeah, hymzi following up on Kaidus' damage. Kaidus had a nice middle fight there. hymzi missing the med pack here, but with the assist from Kaidus, Bybben gonna go down. Just Numlocked left, and he's actually in trouble here. He could go down, which is gonna be very dangerous. Oh! Great self-defense pipe right there.
Control point is being captured.
Yeah, Numlocked, renowned for his 6 deathmatch skills. Although I have to say, kaidus, he's pretty good too, you know? Like, this is probably the 2 top UK demo men. Byte might have something to say about that, but
yeah,
putting my reputation on the line. Numlocked and kaidus.
What about eXtine right there? What about eXtine?
He's not British. He's a third world Lithuanian.
Okay,
Russian.
okay.
But I suppose you Americans, you just think Europe is that like one nation, United States of Europe?
It is, right?
Yeah.
Is it United States of Europe?
Uber in here on the last eXtine. Scout Uber again. TCM. Wow. This is just like a flawless execution. I haven't even lost a single player yet. I don't want to jinx them. Oh yes, big cleanup.
There we
6
go.
for 0 on that.
Yeah, another fantastic round by Kaidus and the rest of the TCM team. Playing very strong here. Hopefully Infused their soldier Darn. Hopefully he doesn't punch another computer, resulting in another 15-minute break. But
yeah, Darn smash.
Only one way to find out.
Man. And we saw in the last middle that Zebbosai jumped in. The jump itself didn't have much damage output. He didn't really get any picks, but the fact that everybody's looking at him just allowed the rest of his team to get forward for free. But Numlocked's come out strong in this middle. Pick Zebo and hymzi. Those stickies are just so strong. And TCM know that their number has been had. They're backing off already. Gonna allow Infused to cap, and already they're pushing ahead. Infused using this momentum, using the scouts to cap. They're gonna push ahead with their heavies, try and get into that lobby. And he might trap by here. Oh, he gets Numlocked onto kaidus. The medic is dangerously positioned. He has to force here. He's popped his Uber, but now it's all on Dunc. All he has to do is pop that Uber, and his team has a massive advantage. They're gonna clean up here, no problem. They're pushing on to last already. They got the point. This is surely an Infused round, eXtine.
Yeah, I think so. They're looking really good right now. That Uber exchange definitely in their favor. Nice kill by Bybben, actually scoring that shot we saw from Cookye's perspective. It should just be cleanup now. They have the numbers. Cookye getting on the point. That forces TCM to respond, but they just don't have the players to stop Infused on that round. That's an important round. 3-0 is not a place that you want to be in any game. 2-1 a whole lot more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. And 15 minutes gone. We're at that halfway point in our Euro playstyle here, and it is turning into a game. It's getting closer, and I'm looking for another big middle from Numlocked. Those 2 kills at the start of the last one was the sort of domino effect for Infused to win that round, and he's sort of been taken out of the game by Zebbosai, but he does clean them up, and the rest of TCM haven't managed to make much happen. Darn actually gets the pick. Oh my god, kaidus onto Bybben as well, and it looks like TCM are trying to get position in the point, but Byte's quite secure in the kitchen there. He does lose his demo though, and now the cat is amongst the pigeons. eXtine, they're scrambling. Byte is, he's firing off crossbow bolts left, right and center, but I think he's going to get back to last. Will anyone chase him down?
Yeah, they're not going to be able to reach, and Zebbosai is back up, so he's going to get that charge rolling. But that is the second point gone. There's no way they're going to be able to contest this whatsoever. Darn and Hat, they're actually going to pop the Uber in here and, pressure it out. So that's pretty good. Darn staying around, going crazy, but he's taken out. Yeah, interesting decision to push into that Uber like that. It didn't really gain a whole lot of it. Pressured that Uber out. Zebbosai went down in the meantime, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well, probably part of the reasoning is that, like, Byte, even though he was in the middle for a long time, they knew he didn't have Uber, and if they just pushed that little bit faster, they might have got him before he had it. But Byte, man, he's at 1 step ahead, 10 steps ahead. Yeah,
it's worth the risk by Darn, and in fact, he's going to go sniper anyways, which is a good choice. Rebeli playing heavy. We've actually seen him on heavy quite a bit this LAN. That's one of his, wow, somehow hymzi getting a frag on Numlocked. They might move out here. It's interesting. Dunc charged a whole lot faster, though.
Both scouts have infused, so they know there is no real danger of a back cap here. And Zebbosai goes down to the rocket launcher of Hat, but the position is good for TCM. They almost have that overcharge as well. Dunc has it as well. And, Infused are going to come in and block here. Bybben, 2 frags, 1 for Numlocked as well onto Hocz. And it looks like they just walked into the Infused trap there, eXtine. They were waiting for it.
Rebeli hiding out right now. Oh, and then he jumps out. And just gunned down so quick, though. Here comes some players from TCM, just Zebbosai. Yeah, crowd blowing up on that. 2-2. Good 2 quick rounds for Team Infused. Certainly important rounds. Now things are tied up once again. We'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I'm looking for some of these European teams to step up. You know, this NA-EU rivalry is getting too much for me. The whole of Europe is just in shock.
Yeah.
The strength of these NA teams. We're looking for someone to rise a phoenix from the flame. Some of these teams have been beat down, need to get back in the game, get in the zone, and there's going to be aggression again from TCM. Zebbosai goes in and gets Dunc. Unbelievable bomb there. Sick plays from the man from Sweden.
Darn goes down. Looks like a bunch of TCM players again combining. Get some good frags. See where kaidus is going. Oh, gets a kill his Hat right when I switched to him.
It's hard to know what to do when you go in there and your medic dies instantly. Do you just try and trade and, you know, make their push a little bit less effective?
Numlocked is behind him, actually. I think he's going to wait for the pack here, then probably bomb the medic. Oh, he's been spotted. The player's listening in to me. Oh, good skip over. Bounces a sticky off of his face, and then still gets taken out by kaidus. Losing Numlocked like that's going to be really tough, though. Byte with the Uber charge. Looks like TCM is going to take the lead once again here, as long as they can have a clean, successful push. But here comes the Uber charge, and Dunc just jumps right into the Uber, tries to stop it himself. That's not going to work, man.
Yeah, it seems like TCM had taken their eye off the ball for a couple of rounds there. Let Infused have 2 easy ones. But now they are making a big statement here. They come back with a strong round, rolling through from middle on to last, no problem. And now it's up to Infused to dig deep and sort of find the strength to come back here. They had a little bit of momentum, but now they're losing it. 11 minutes, 12 minutes left on the clock. And we are going to another middle.
kaidus quite a bit faster on the middle. Both demos going the same route. But kaidus a good second ahead of Numlocked. Pretty important. To get some decent spam out here. Back to his stickies. Let's see if he can get some action here. hymzi picks up the first kill, and that is on Numlocked.
That takes down Zebbosai. He bombs in again to try and get Dunc, but he doesn't get him this time. But already the man advantage is in favor of TCM. He's trying to control the top with their scouts, but they're just getting bum rushed from both soldiers, and the scouts of TCM pop around that top corner at the same time. They are getting crushed. Cookye and Bybben just aren't able to hold them off. But right now, Hat is a man who is holding off the TCM red wave here. It's going to be Uber versus Uber. Infused are just going to go for it. This is what they're known for. These sort of seemingly random plays where they just push, even though they might be in a position where they want to hold. Like, they don't have to be the aggressors here. It's up to TCM, really, and the Uber gets popped off. Dunc's going to hold on to it. He's going to milk it like a boss here.
Wow. Darn also dodging shotties like a boss. And there we go.
He pops it. He didn't drop it, eXtine.
That's what the shirt says. And I disagree with you a little bit. I mean, Infused definitely had to go there. There was 2 down for TCM. They could have held 2, but instead they're going to use that Uber advantage, use that man advantage. I guess the Ubers were even, but just pushing aggressively, use their numerical advantage to force the early Uber out of TCM. Now it looks like they're going to easily take second as well. kaidus is there, was buffed up, but has to back out. They're in no position to challenge this.
He's just got stickies up in the lobby, but he gets pressured by the scout and panic detonates there. Doesn't get any frags. Not even sure if he did any damage at all, but he's going to back off here and use those stickies just to slow them down and make them think twice about where they push. The stickies are on the left or on the defender's perspective, but Infused are already pouring through that big right entrance. They try to bomb in against the heavy, and that is just painful to watch right there.
Yeah, Darn and Bybben backing up a little bit. I mean, Dunc is back there as well. See where TCM is. They're starting to roll out a little bit. Rebeli, of course, on heavy, still holding last. But Hocz is out there. They've spotted out where Infused is, and probably giving the all clear signal for the most part. Here comes Darn, though, actually, from the choke. Uber is popped out. Hocz gets a flash. Going to get flashed again. Probably going to jump towards a health pack. They find Hat. Oh, taken out pretty swiftly by Hocz.
hymzi goes down as well.
Oh, Zebbosai, big play, triple kill.
Big plays from Zebbosai there. Soldier of the season in Europe, if you didn't know.
No, I did not.
The control point.
He's playing like it right there. kaidus then also picks up a bottle kill. Darn, the Hat coming back for Infused. You know, but again, not in much of a position. Actually, Darn is forward. They did get forward spawn. Take a while to get that medium cap. Zebo, dude, going nuts.
The control point is being
Oh, I had
captured.
Byte for a second there just from my POV. It looked like someone had exploded into Gibbs, but it was in fact Darn. Unlucky, unlucky.
Yeah, the other player. And yeah, Hat is back at spawn. Darn will be back in no time.
Well, there's a bit of a debate going on. You know, Darn is probably maybe 2 or 3 years ago. He might have been the best soldier. He pretty much invented the roaming bombing role, I guess. I don't know. Maybe some Americans would have something to say about that. But people think he hasn't really. His game hasn't changed much since then. He's becoming a little bit predictable. You know, these bombs maybe not as effective as they once were. But right now, TCM are holding on. They're almost trying to push on. It's Infused.
What? We were watching from his perspective on the stream, and it looked like kaidus wanted to drop a sticky, do like a wall jump off of it into a bottle smash, which I would give that probably a 9 out of 10 on style points. Yeah.
What a baller. He is a big fan of the bottle.
I don't think so.
And
I don't know.
Right now, it looks like TCM are just going to hold up. We're working on that Uber advantage because Dunc's got 100%, Byte's got 60. Infused, they have the onus to push here. They're going to come out. He pops super early here. Dunc, Uber's really, really early. And TCM, they are miles away. But there's a back cap on at the same time. He's going to get it. No, he's going to get blocked. Darn.
Zebbosai
denies Zebo. There's rumor on rumor eXtine.
Yeah. While that was exciting, the cheers were because the lights just went off here. Which, yeah.
No, they're cheering for us. Is there even a crowd watching this? Like, I don't hear anything, you know? Where's the audience interaction? Where's the hype?
Well, a good defense by Rebeli and Hocz, both taking care of the scouts. For Infused, who were just swarming all over TCM. But TCM still in a great place here. kaidus actually just going to start charging forward. Meets up with a scout on the left side. Jumps in, though. kaidus down to 9. Darn with the... Oh, and then the save on the point. Wow, big play by Darn. Oh, and then blocks continue. Dunc's getting hits. Oh, we had some. Wow.
Zebo comes up trumps there. There was a game during the last season of the ETF2L, a sort of legendary Infused against TCM. There was a scenario where it was pretty much people kept spawning and blocking this point, but it was one of the craziest moments I've ever seen in TF2. It was being pledged, casting it. Yeah, we might see a recreation of that.
Just about was. Good play by TCM. Zebbosai was the last one who sealed the deal there. Saw some medic on medic crime. Everybody trying to get involved to stop the capture there.
And the TCM are getting in position. They're actually opting not to be very aggressive in this middle. You know, they're changing it up. They're showing Infused a little bit of a different style. Infused were waiting for the big bombing, and look at the health of the Infused players. They're all super low, but it's 2 players down a piece. This could go either way, but TCM are all over that point, and Infused have already given up. They're backing off. They're going to get healed up.
Oh.
Cookye onto Zebo, though, just getting a little bit too aggressive. He gets taken down, and that might just take the sting out of the tail here. TCM's momentum sort of taking the wind out of their sails. Maybe I'll use a few more metaphors here next time.
Why
How many
not?
can I fit in? And the Ubers get cheated off here. Infused recognizing immediately they had the Uber advantage, or the sort of spawn advantage. The players came in quicker, and they pushed in and forced, but they haven't managed to take any territory here at all next time.
Yeah, that was an interesting play by Cookye. You know, the Uber faded off of him. His medic was retreating. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang out with these guys for a while. There's 5 of them. I can maybe do something cool. But those are tough odds, and he got taken down with ease there, and kind of, you know, because they couldn't really challenge second too much. Cookye's back up. No biggie.
Yeah, Infused in that lobby. The Ubers are equal, but it looks like Infused want to do another
very
Uber push.
forward.
They're trying to find an angle. They've already got a scout out distracting, trying to make their way out of that lobby. Actually, no, they're in 2 mines. Dunc is going to commit, but already there's a scout down there and super low health. He's had to back out. Numlocked gets a sticky onto Rebeli and hat onto Zebbosai.
Back cap.
Oh, double back cap. 2 players there.
Wow.
TCM
and
strong.
hymzi.
TCM, they're making a claim for the Euro crown here. They want to be the guys to take on the North Americans.
Getting calls of GG from the crowd. Well, if you were in America, this would be GG. we played a 5, but you know, 4 minutes left, 4 minutes 30 seconds. Not enough to get 3 rounds. I'd have to set some world records here to do that.
Yeah, and it looks like Zebbosai is going to go into the kitchen, kind of flank the Infused team. Numlocked's already gone down. Whenever there's no Numlocked for Infused, that is a big damage dealer out of the equation. And Zebo on the flank, making everybody look around. hymzi and Hocz come in, get 2 frags there. Dunc does manage to survive, so it looks like Infused will be able to hold on a little bit, but their chances of winning this map are decreasing by the second, quite literally. eXtine.
Yeah. You know, you can't get much lower than 0 unless you insert negative numbers, but...
Uber popped off though here on the point. Dunc pops as well, but they weren't able to block it, so it's pretty much a wasted Uber. He's going to have to try and retreat and maybe re-push here non-Ubered once the spawns come in. There are 2 players down though, and I'm sure TCM can see that. They're going to push up this. They're already streaming in here. So many red players coming in to try and get this control point. And Dunc somehow managed to stay alive in the corner. No, just as I say that, I jinx him and he dies to the rocket of Zebo. TCM playing around their medic quite well, but it could go either way. It's 2 against 3 right now. And, Rebeli can't clean up. He gets cleaned up, taken out like the trash he is. Who's talking trash here?
Ouch. Oh, there goes Byte. Bybben taking a bite out of him.
Cookye picks up hymzi there. More fin on fin action.
Yeah.
They're gonna cap the point.
Just wait till Byte Uber saws Cookye, and then I'll have a really good pun for you.
I'm waiting for it. You got me hanging on now, bro.
I can't pledge anything.
Oh god.
I used that one already. I apologize.
Who is writing for eXtine? I don't want to talk to ex-writers. Alright, now we see Infused.
I got one of those earpieces.
Getting onto the point right now. They are going to cap this one for sure, but they've got 3 rounds to make up in the space of... I was going to do some quick maths there. I'll say 2 minutes 30.
That's less than around a minute.
Right now, they do have a scout sneaking forward. Already a soldier on the flank, actually. Oh, darn. Gets Rebeli, but gets taken down. Revenge kill there for hymzi. Avenge the death of his fellow scout. Infused might get around here. They're looking pretty good. Byte doesn't have Uber yet. If they had pushed, if they're just a little bit faster, they might have got him, but it looks like he's going to get it in time. And for some reason, I think Infused maybe have just given up a little bit, but they're going to hold the lobby and wait for Darn to come in here as the sniper gets these closer once he respawn. Here comes the pushing though. Cookye goes down. Oh, Dunc opts to Uber there when they'd already forced. He could have maybe just backed off and held that, but probably dead time here anyway. eXtine don't want to suck the fun out of this cast, but it's looking grim for Infused. This map might just be with them. You might want to just try and end on a high and take the momentum into the next map.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, we got another map ahead of us, so there's still plenty of fun ahead of us. You see Darn rocking that sniper, but he's just gonna get shut down. No luck there.
Oh, I think I'm getting some sort of RSI here. I'm very badly postured at this casting setup. Is clearly for someone much shorter than me. Yeah,
Numlocked gets a couple kills as they enter in here. Another pipe as well on a Hocz. Trying to move forward, just take out, I'm assuming that's Rebeli. It is indeed. Byte chasing out an Uber saw. Can he get an Uber saw? And then the Uber save. Oh no. No, there we go. Consolation round 4. Infused. Not even enough time to get one more, so they're going to call the GG.
They're calling the GGs. I guess they're happy. They don't want to go into another middle and just potentially face humiliation.
Yeah.